It's the most superhero time of the year. Welcome, everyone, to Clobberin Times Christmas with the Superheroes Monday Night Mark C. Comics Talk Special. So, hello and welcome. Merry Christmas, Clobberers. Issue number 272 overall on YouTube, but 972 overall for Clobberin. Wow, well over 12 and a half years of doing this stuff. I don't know why I have not been stopped yet, but have faith. Someone will stop me eventually. Maybe me. Who knows? Great to see you all, my good friends. It is just, I'm always so honored to have this man with me when on my channel or whenever I'm on his. He is a great individual who has decided, although he's a supervillain, he's because of this in the spirit of the season, he has changed from Stone Loki to Santa Loki. What's up, brother?
Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg. The Batmobile lost its will, and the Joker got away!
I love it. Well done, sir. Well done, indeed. Oh, man. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Joyous Yuletide. Whatever it is you celebrate this time of the year. Season's greetings. Welcome and hail to everyone.
Indeed. Hail to all of our friends who are here. Again, let's say some hellos. Of course, the beautiful, the wonderful, the magnificent Purple Valkyrie. It is always wonderful to see you, my love.
Good evening, Purple.
J-Man Buddy. I had a great time hanging out with J-Man and Sean and Mark D with the C last night reviewing the new Spider-Man film. And we had a lot of fun doing that with you, buddy. He's got a great channel. Anyone who's not gone to his channel, please do go subscribe there. Links to his and the channels of many other wonderful YouTubers in my description below. And good to see you there, buddy. Really enjoyed it. Cannot wait to hang with you again. The great Eric K., the Bronze Wrencher. What's up, buddy? That's my permanent. I used to call him the Bronze Surfer because he's a Silver Surfer fan, but he's also a Bronze Age comics fan like myself, and he's kind of a bronze guy, you know. Then I just decided, boom, his Herald name, his Herald of Galactus name he should have his own identity, and he's the master of all wrenching after all, so he is the Bronze Wrencher from now on.
The Bronze Wrencher.
Indeed, sir. Pass it on. Louise X Sparrow, hello there, my dear. Thank you for joining us. It is lovely to see you here. We appreciate you. D. Bud Martin, the man of iron, a true great Iron Man fan. He's written a book about Iron Man. I think that qualifies him. You should check that out, everyone. Let's see here. Captain James T. Skywalker. I just like that name. That's just as cool a name as you can get on the YouTubes, I think. Oh, the lovely Sherry. Hello there, lovely Shelly. Listen to me, Sherry. Sherry, it is wonderful to see you, my dear. I hope you were doing better, and Merry Christmas to you, and good season to you.
Indeed.
The great Lord Thoth. Avon lives, and long live the Legion, brother. Our big Legion talk is coming, man. I promise. I know you're a busy man, but we'll make it happen. It's been too long. Kal-El, buddy, what's up? Good to see you.
Greetings, Kal-El.
There's a good gentleman. We got such great crowd here. Just like you have a wonderful crowd in Valhalla, and we have a lot of the same wonderful people. And our Saturday Night Star Trek is just exploding, man. I'm getting so many wonderful people hanging out with us there. And
of course, that's wonderful.
And on my other shows as well, of course. What a great gang of clobberers I have here. Just as you have a great gang at Valhalla. We'll just meet some of the most amazing fellow geeks, don't we?
Absolutely. Some of the best people here on YouTube.
Absolutely, including the great Phantom Outsider. What's up, my friend? Good to see you there, buddy. Another master of all that is wrench, Chris Persia. What's up, bud? Good to see you, man. Let's see. Running down the list. Who else? No, sorry, everyone. This thing's going. Jumped on me. Badass brother. What you say there, Chief? Steve Mitchum, old friend. Great to see you. It was good hanging out with you last night on Mark's Sunday Night Geekery. Let's see. The great Mark D with a C, my chief engineer. Hello there. Good to see you, buddy. And I think that brings me up to date. I hope I did not miss anyone, but we will shout you out accordingly. As you all know, Loki came up with a great idea a couple of weeks back. He said, a couple of months back, I should say. He thought it would be great if we had a Clobberin Times Loki Valhalla Clobber's team up show where we reviewed animation with regards to animated films and such with some of our favorite superheroes, especially right now, at least the DC characters, Superman and Batman.
Absolutely. And you can't get a better team up than Superman and Batman. I don't care who you are.
That's what they're called, world's finest.
That's right.
And we have so far reviewed. Oh God, what was our first one we did?
It was Batman, the Phantom.
Right, Mask of the Phantasm.
Mask of the Phantasm.
Thank you.
I almost said the Phantom Menace. I was like, Phantom, the Mask of the Phantasm.
It happens, buddy. It happens. And then we did the world's finest three-parter. That was their Bruce Timmverse introduction to each other.
And then we did the Batman Superman Public Enemy.
That's right. And now I just figured since it was Christmas and all that, folks, we would review a little Christmas superhero animation. A couple of little cartoons from some of the, again, most of it from, almost all of it in a sense from the Bruce Timmverse, because even a couple of the ones that aren't are from people who worked for him and stuff like that. So we have for you tonight. And after that, by the way, I have a little bonus. We have a bonus Christmas with the Superheroes, because this is also a comic show. And this is a comic show, and this animation counts. But we're going to have a little bonus. Take a look at some images from superhero comics. How about that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Heck yeah.
Related to Christmas, of course. But tonight we have for you Batman, the animated series, 2 episodes from that, Christmas with the Joker and Holiday Nights. And we have from the Justice League animated series, Comfort and Joy. We have from Batman, Brave and the Bold. We have Invasion of the Secret Santas. And I have a little special, I'll talk about just for a second, Justice League action episode called Party Animal. So, which I guess we should start with the start, right? With the beginning.
Well, before we do that, there is a secret behind all of these episodes.
Okay.
The idea for all of these episodes came from Stan Lee.
Well, yeah.
Kal-El was just talking about that. Kal-El. The idea for all of these episodes came from Stan Lee.
Oh, yes. That's true. In fact, not only that, but the idea for ideas themselves comes from Stan Lee. Stan Lee creating things.
Yep. Phantom Outsider, right there. He invented the idea for ideas.
Yep. Oh, did he say it too?
Yep.
Oh, Phantom are on the same page there. There you go.
Yeah, Stan Lee created DC Comics.
He created all of us. Hey, for once, I didn't start the Stan Lee bashing, if you will. Mm-hmm. Thank you, by the way. Okay. Christmas with the Joker, Batman the Animated Series. This episode was, of course, the first one produced for the series, and you can kind of tell actually. But it was, of course, not run first, but it was the one that they produced first, and as sort of a pilot, if you will.
You know, the Joker can escape anytime he wants to. Anytime the Joker wants to escape, the Joker's gonna escape. But it's telling that he wants to spend his Christmas with Batman.
Of course.
That's what he wants to do.
Of course. And you have that song that you sang at the beginning, which is in
any kid that didn't know that song back in the day. Every kid heard that song. Batman smells Robin laid an egg. The Batmobile lost its wheel and the Joker got away.
Yeah, and it's just hilarious that they put that in there. I mean, that's such a funny touch right away. You're like, oh man. Yeah, you gotta love that. And of course, who cares if the Joker has a rocket Christmas tree that'll blast him? And it's just, why not? Why not? Because he's the Joker, right?
That's right.
And starts out, for those who have not seen it, I'm sure most of you have, with obviously with the Joker's escape. And then we go to stately Wayne Manor, where Robin, or Dick Grayson is trying to talk Bruce Wayne into watching one of the great Christmas films, It's a Wonderful Life.
I never could get past the name.
You notice something about this episode that was very pilot-like? This was before they were, as far as the voice acting was concerned, differentiating between the way he voiced Bruce and the way he voiced Batman. He was talking like this for both of them. Remember later, they polished it up a little bit, and Bruce Wayne had more of a it was on purpose giving like a normal, like a bit of a more of a higher pitched voice, and then it was Batman. He made a distinction between the two, but not in this episode.
Robin, we've got to go and look around the town and see if there's anything going on.
Well done. Well, he was doing that as Bruce also, if you're in this at first, but that was just a minor thing. I just thought that was funny. So they sit down and in typical Joker fashion, he's taking over the airwaves because you know why? He's the Joker. He can do that.
And it's Christmas, and he wants to spend Christmas with Batman.
So he's just, again, there's the thing. He just got lonely for Christmas, and he's decided Christmas is supposed to be the time for fun and spending time with your favorite people, I guess, if you have any favorite people, and the Joker does. And that is, of course, Batman. Robin can come along for the ride, but it's Batman. It's all about the bat. So he kidnaps, like the Joker always does, kidnaps Commissioner Gordon, Harvey Bullock, and Summer Gleason. And wackiness ensues as he blows up a bridge.
and he's going to send a train over it.
Of course, which happens, of course, coincidentally, to contain Summer's mother. She's on that train.
Purple says that this was supposed to be the pilot episode.
Yes.
But On Leather Wings was released as the first episode.
That's correct. It was released first, and then the Cat in the Claw or something two-parter was after that.
Yes. It's the awful family. Yes.
Oliver Belamonte, welcome. So again, this episode it is very piloty in the sense of some of the way the animation looks and stuff like that, but it's still a fun story just because. I mean, it was if we'd seen it first, it might have been felt a little weird. So it's kind of good that it was aired later when we got more used to, because On Leather Wings is definitely a better one to start with.
Yeah. This would have been if the season's right, this would have been a good one to start with. But
yes,
I like the way they did it.
Right, because they started way before.
And it's confusing. If you watched all these, you could have swore there were other episodes that came out first, and then you get like the DVDs, and it's not in the release order. It's not in the right. It's like an order of filming, and you're like, what in the hell is going on?
Yes, on the DVDs, and even on the on the HBO Max, it's way after.
Yep,
it's way after that. So,
I've got the Blu-rays and the DVDs of these, and they're all out of order. They're all in a wacky ass order, not the order that we all saw them in originally.
Absolutely, and again, it's just it was kind of a way for them to introduce, I guess, when you're making a pilot, you do have to introduce what you're trying to do. And they did that. There were a lot of restrictions on animation back in the early 90s.
Oh, yeah. And there were some crappy episodes, too. There were some bombs of Batman the Animated Series.
Right.
The one where the kids got him in the cellar. I found Batman, or whatever the hell that episode is called.
I've got Batman in my basement.
Yes, I've got Batman in my basement. Ugh.
I thought it was the one that was way worse was that one with all the homeless people in the bottom of under the earth or something.
Yes.
What's that? The Sewer King guy or whatever.
Mm.
There were some clunkers. This one actually is really only kind of fun because of the Joker. It's kind of pretty much a basic story. There's way better Joker stories than this one, in my opinion. Rod Thunderheart, what's up, buddy? Good to see you.
What up, Rod Thunderheart? How are you doing, man?
Always
good to see you here. Yes.
This one is mainly fun because the Joker's so out there, especially since, I think the funniest part about what really sells the episode, or at least, because again, you watch it now, all these years later, you can see some of the crudeness of the animation that was improved upon later. You can see some of the things with the voice work. And of course, the fact that there were much better, more intense stories. But Hamill is terrific in this one as the Joker, and the punchline's hilarious because the whole whole bottom line was he really didn't care about anything but Batman opening that present.
Yeah. Yeah. And he did it on purpose. He did
That's
it
all he
on
wanted.
purpose. He let the Joker, that's right. That's all the Joker
He
wanted.
let him have it.
He let him have it.
For those who do not remember, of course, because again, this is very short and story. Basically, Joker breaks out. Joker takes the airwaves. Joker kidnaps hostages that are known. Gordon, Bullock, and Gleason. Joker threatens to blow up a train just to get Batman's attention. Eventually, leads him on a bit of a chase, but not too much in one because he knew Batman would figure out where he was. And that's it. Lures him there so he could, knowing Batman would get, take care of his henchmen and all that stuff pretty easily. Batman run would be fine. The whole plot of the story was it was Christmas. He wanted to go out and have some fun, and he wanted to give Batman a present. Basically giving himself a present because he's a narcissist. He wanted to punk Batman. And then Batman he let it happen because he really kind of needed to anyway to be close enough to save the other. It's kind of funny when he went to save Gordon. It was kind of a head fake because it's almost like he was going to go after Joker, but he went instead to do the right thing and save them from falling into the whatever it was,
vat of chemicals or something.
Right. And then of course, he ends up fighting Joker and ends up saving him from that as well.
Yeah, Joker goes head first back into the vat of chemicals, and Batman's like, But he does like fake him out. He goes to like drop him, and Joker's like, oh, and then he holds him. He's like, I ain't gonna let you drop. I'm just messing with you.
Yes. Kello says when Bruce said that he couldn't get past the title of It's a Wonderful Life and therefore hadn't seen it, I laughed at the cynical teen. Now I see the line is poignant. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Exactly. Merry Christmas, Joker. To which the Joker angrily retorts, "Bam, bug."
Right. This is a very different episode than the one we're going to talk about here in a little bit on Brave and the Bold, because there's some stuff that happens on Brave and the Bold that I was just like, okay, you guys are going like a little too far with this whole Christmas thing. It's like, oh, Christmas and Bruce having like a tantrum is the reason why his parents died and all kinds of crap.
Well, it wasn't the
I
reason
like
why
this.
they died. It wasn't the reason why they died.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I liked this. I like this as more. It's more of like, okay, Joker wanted a Christmas. He broke out. He had his Christmas fun, and Batman put him back in jail. And Merry Christmas, Joker.
Yes. It was filled with a lot of funny Joker moments. Let's put it like that, which really sold it.
Oh yeah, and Mark Hamill, of course. Grade A game.
Yeah, and it was his first time. Well, I guess his first time doing it, even though there were episodes that run before it. And like I said, there are far better Joker episodes than this.
Yes, there are. Absolutely. But it's Christmas.
It's Christmas. Yeah. Oh, man. So, final thoughts on Christmas with the Joker. I mean, I know we didn't go long on it, folks, but it's very short. There's not a lot to it, is there?
No, there's not a lot to it. Joker wants to, blow up a train, kill some people. He's got hostages. He wants to give Batman a present. He gives Batman a present. Batman ends up getting pie all over his face. Joker laughs his butt off, tries to escape. Nope, not happening. And it's, bah humbug, Merry Christmas, Joker. And they end up watching It's a Wonderful Life at the end.
They do.
Him and Robin end up watching It's a Wonderful Life.
That's right. That's it. But hey, it's classic just because of what it means to the animated series being the pilot and all that kind of stuff. There are a lot of really better Joker stories in the animated series, but this one was still. It's pretty good though. I mean, it's pretty enjoyable, and again, it's got that Christmas connection.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got the Christmas connection, and it's something you can pop on and watch, before the holidays. If you like stuff like this and you want to get into a little cheery, fun holiday season, this is one of the funner episodes you can watch.
Yes. And again, if you have not watched this for a while, folks, because oh, hey there, Comic Relief Crusader, good to see you.
Hey, Comic Relief.
I'd say, yeah, this would be one. Again, all these ones we're doing tonight or something I like to watch just about. Well, It's not every year. There's some of these I do watch every year though. This I've seen quite a bit. Next up we have, and we don't have to spend a whole lot of time on any of these because they're very short. That's the kind of thing, not a lot of breakdown you need to do on any of them really. But I would like to talk to Batman the Brave and the Bold, Invasion of the Secret Santas. This show's not like Batman the Animated Series for those who are not familiar with it. This is a show that came out in 2008 as a sort of a when there was still some sanity in the world, where people who were running, like the bigwigs running, was it Warner or whatever, said, well, we've got The Dark Knight coming out by Christopher Nolan. That's not for kids. We need something that kids and families can watch too. So they made a show that could sell toys, but they hired a couple of guys that worked for Bruce Timm, James Tucker and Michael Jelenic. Those guys really know and love comics. So they said, we can do this. We can get away with anything we want, and as long as it sells toys, and we can make this a fun homage to older Silver Age and Bronze Age comics. And that's exactly what they did with this show. It's lighthearted, although this episode has some darker moments in it about Bruce's past as a kid. And I've always loved the way they handled Red Tornado on this show. The AI, the robot, this show's, Red Tornado's always been DC's similar take on the Vision. It came out right after him. It's in the comics, and this, of course, I thought handled it pretty well. Let's see. I mean, I personally, Batman animated series is for me the ultimate iteration of Batman, the Dark Knight Detective, the way he was purely conceptualized. Yes. And I love it. This, however, is the one that brings me more joy almost, because the Batman I grew up with was the Adam West Batman and the Silver Age Batman. And I love the fact that Batman can be so many things, can be versatile. And this is not nowhere near one of my favorite episodes, just like Christmas with the Joker is nowhere near one of my favorite episodes. But this show brings me so much joy. I've done a show talking about it. I have a top 25 that I could make a top 50 of the 65 episodes. I dearly love this show, but this is not really one of my favorite episodes of it. I do like it. It's fun. Again, I kind of like the way they handle Red Tornado in this, but this is one I could pop on every other Christmas or something like that and just kind of have a little bit of fun with. It does take a slightly serious turn into Bruce's youth, which is weird, Loki, because no other episode even has Bruce Wayne in it. Not one, other than like one or two. Yeah. For the most part, there's never any Bruce Wayne on this show.
It's a weird spot to throw it into, because it's like, because all right, ladies and gentlemen, because Bruce Wayne got a nutcracker instead of a swashbuckling adventurer for Christmas, his parents were killed.
Well, they just said he threw a tantrum. They took him to a movie to cheer him up. I mean,
and then they get shot in the alley.
Yeah, but see, that's the biggest flaw in Batman's origin that you can't really think much about anyway. Is why a billionaire, I don't care if it's 1939 or 1989 or whatever, is walking down a dark alley with his family by himself.
Nope.
So
not going to happen. They just buy the movie and watch it in their own theater.
Right. Well, even though back then, yeah, but still, you're right. In other words, so that's always part of the flimsiest part of Batman's origin that I preferred never to even thought about, but some wise ass thought about it, and then you go, oh yeah, well shit, thanks for telling me that now, shit. But it doesn't matter. We still love Batman, so it doesn't matter, But it is sketchy. But yeah, from what Loki's talking about, if you have not seen the episode, is Batman, because of the thing going on with the action figure, that the villain in this piece, Funhouse, the only villain on this series that was created for the show, that they ever used that was created for the show, by the way, that wasn't in a comic book. He it was remote controlling all of these action figures that were in high demand. And that kind of, and this kid was upset about not being able to get the action figure for Christmas, and that's what kind of spurred Bruce's memory of Batman's memory of his kids. And I'm with you in the sense that they should have just had the scene where you showed him cutting up and being angry about being a kid about the little figure they gave him.
Yeah, that would have been fine.
They shouldn't have tied it into the origin. that it made him really feel like, or you could look at it this way. They took him to a movie to cheer him up for Christmas, but he blames himself. And Batman is always about guilt. In other words, he blames himself when it wasn't his fault that they brought him to a movie.
Yep.
So anyway, a strange part of the episode, but I still thought the episode was a lot of fun. But I think the most fun I had with it was simply the stuff with Red Tornado.
Yeah, that was fun, and him doing the house and him trying to figure out Christmas spirit. Yeah,
him trying as a robot, trying to understand what Christmas spirit was. Reading the book by Stuart Martha. So let's see here. Oh, we got Rod Thunderheart. Thank you for the $2 super chat.
Oh yeah.
Always loved Christmas episode of 94 Batman. Really? Oh, I think you're referring to Christmas with the Joker. Oh, okay. Thank you for that. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much. And yes, we have another episode of that we're going to get to of Batman animated series in a minute. But you want to go on to Justice League now?
Sure. Let's hit Justice League.
Every single year, dude, without fail, I watch this one, sometimes twice over Christmas. This is, for me, easily the best of the evening. This is, for me, easily the best animated celebration of Superman I've ever seen as far as, superheroes, certainly as far as superheroes, period.
Yes, absolutely. And especially the stuff with Superman. I like the stuff with Green Lantern and with Hawk Girl.
Right.
I like the stuff with Flash, but Martian Manhunter and Supes, that is the best. It doesn't get better than that.
And what I love about it is, if you see here, I love how at the very beginning of the episode, they're on an alien planet, the Justice League, on an alien planet, saving a planet from being, having another one crash into it. And rescuing these weird little aliens on this ice planet on Hoth, basically. I love that it starts out like that with the Justice League right at Christmas time, saving aliens on an ice planet, and the story breaks off into three different the stories. They break off into three different directions. We don't get Batman in this one, but we do get a mention of when Kal-El, Superman, Clark brings John Jones to his the Kent's house for Christmas. He said, "Come on, Batman practically begged for monitor duty."
Yeah. And I really think John didn't know what he was going to do. John was just like, I have to go with him for this human holiday.
Yes, he said this season has no meaning for me.
That's right.
That's what he tells him. And Clark says, "Well, you know what? No, we got to do something about that." And he brings him to the Kents. And let's see, Purple says, "Comfort and joy. It gives fans an opportunity to see their favorite heroes simply enjoying each other's company at the most festive time of the year." It really does. Purple, it's just a wonderful, wonderful episode. It's one of my favorite episodes of that whole series. And we get to see that stuff with Clark and the Kents and John. The Flash stuff is really hilarious, where Flash is trying to help these orphan kids get a toy that they can't find anywhere.
That farts.
Yes, TJ Rubber Ducky.
TJ Rubber Ducky, and it farts.
Yeah. You have to excuse the episode of being extremely altruistic and therefore allowing someone as horrible as the Ultra Humanite to be nice. But what the hell is Christmas?
Yeah, and the stuff with Green Lantern and Hawk Girl, I love that. Especially the point where they're gonna kiss. They're like just about to kiss, and it's like, oh no, it's
bar fight.
It's bar fight time
on another planet. I love that she basically took him to the Star Wars cantina to have a big bar
fight on Christmas.
Because she's Thanagarian. She's almost like a Klingon. She wants to fight. And that was. Again, this episode's perfect. It's got perfect, wonderful humor like that. It's got the really.
You come here for Christmas? No, I come here to celebrate.
Yes. Oh yeah, I mean it's fantastic. You have the really heartwarming part at the Kent's house, and then you got Flash, kind of a combination of the two, heartwarming and funny. Kind of you never would have thought of the Flash and the Ultra Humanite as being funny together, but it just worked.
Yep.
Yeah, and when he knocks the Flash out and he thinks Flashlight was going to kill him, and he ends up actually, calling a truce and fixing the toy and all that stuff. He goes, but you hit me. He goes, you hit me first.
That's right. It's not going to like blow up, is it? No, I'm making it better than it was before.
Flash. Oh gosh. He said cheap plastic and crude electronics. They'd be better off with a book. Oh, it was funny stuff. And then when Flash brings it to the kids or whatever, and it's doing the it's telling the Christmas Carol thingy or whatever, the little duck. And I kind of liked it when it made the poopy noise. Yeah, but this is cool too. Again, this episode is comfort and joy. It really is. If you're a fan of superheroes and you know these characters and you've been with these characters all your lives and you love them, to get to see them have something like that. I love the way Clark was acting when he was at home, just trying to act like a kid again. When Pa Kent's going to go light the trees. Pa, that's my job.
Yeah. And the parents wrapped the presents in lead again. Oh.
Yeah. He said,
it wasn't. You mean Santa?
Oh, of course, dear.
Of course.
Superman. Oh God! And then there's just beautiful scene where John goes roaming around Smallville in his intangible, invisible form, if you will, and even disguises himself. And he's learning. And that scene at the end that's really haunting when he's singing, holding the kitty cat. It's a beautiful episode, man.
Oh yeah, and the Oreos. Don't forget the Oreos.
Oh yeah. Didn't forget the Oreos. But again, you also you had the fight, and I forgot the scene at the beginning where they're throwing snowballs at each other on Hoth. This episode has it all.
Yeah, and it's not. You brought up, Martian Manhunter singing at the end with the cat. It's got its season moments where it's like, seasonal and it makes it's heartwarming, and it's got fun, and it's got action. It's kind of got everything you want in a Christmas episode is in here.
Everything, absolutely everything. And I just, who knows? We still got 4 days of Christmas. I might just watch it again.
Oh yeah. I'm going to watch it again.
And I try to show up. I said, you want something just if you like superheroes and you like animation and you just like to feel good for Christmas, this episode, Comfort and Joy, is for you. So I recommend it to you folks. I'm sure most of our friends here have seen it, but if you haven't, go take a look at it. Now, you didn't get a chance to see that because this one, but I'll just talk about it for just a couple of seconds. There's a show called Justice League Action, which I actually really do like. It's very short. They're like half of the episodes are like little 3-minute shorts, and they had a bunch of 10-minute shorts. And there was an episode called Party Animal. Oh man, I'm so unorganized tonight. Sorry, folks. Where basically Green Arrow rents out a hall. He said, you know how hard it is to find a hall that that insures halls for metahumans. And his big deal is he wants to get Batman to show up at this thing, and Batman won't do it. And he actually mentions that he wants Batman to be there. So Flash runs and grabs him out of the Batcave and brings him to the like. And what's hilarious about this, imagine, if you will, this dialogue. These words being said to Flash when he says, "Put me down." And it was Kevin Conroy.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny. So it's a funny episode. It's cute. The show has some really good short stories that are fun. They lean toward comedy, some of them, but not always. But what they basically are is brevity. And except for Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman's costumes, all the other ones are really right out of the comics. So Justice League Action is a fun show if you just like watching little short cartoons that are cool. and fun. Oh, you like that with James C. Scott? You've seen it, yeah.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
I think you might like it. Again, I mean, if you like this kind of lighthearted, fun stuff, they haven't actually a lot of really good ones though. They have a pretty funny one where the Joker breaks Lex Luthor out of prison because he needs him, and it's James Woods doing the voice of Lex Luthor, by the way. And it's hilarious.
That's crazy, James. I never knew James Woods did the voice for Luthor.
On Justice League Action, he did. So,
wow.
Yeah, it was crazy stuff. It was crazy. Let's see. Now we have, what do we have? Our final one for the night? Yes. Now we have Batman the Animated Series Holiday Nights.
Which is like they go through multiple different stories in this.
Yes. And this one is based actually on a comic.
Really? It had that feel to it when I watched it.
Well, just like the episode Mad Love is based on a comic called Mad Love, as you probably know. You know, the Harley origin?
Yes.
Well, the Batman Adventures comic, the comic that was, the comic based on Batman animated series that they did for DC.
Okay.
They had an issue with this 3-tiered story for holidays. And
really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to try and find that.
And they adapted it.
Oh, that's so cool. It had that feel to it. I kind of felt like, okay, we're getting like little stories here instead of something overarching. And I kind of felt like it had that comic book feel to it.
Yes. All right, J-Man, have a good one, dude.
Later, J-Man. Take it easy, brother.
Well, yeah, see, there's the thing. I remember when I first saw them do this, I'm like, wow, I called a friend of mine and said, did they adapt that comic that I read like a year or two ago or whatever it was? Because, I used to buy the Batman animated series comic called Batman Adventures. Later, I think they changed the name of it or whatever, but it was Batman Adventures for a while. Remember, it was just it had art that looked like the animated show. It was based on the show. And I remember reading it. So then they go and adapt at least 2 of the episodes from the comics. This one, and of course, the one Mad Love. There may have been one more, but I can't remember. So strange. Even had Batman Brave and the Bold did that once as well. So there you go. But yeah, this is kind of a fun episode. Again, I think the thing that stuck out to me most was the Joker story. If you compare and contrast, first of all, your Harley and Ivy story. I don't know if you want to talk about that first. That was
sure.
They take over Bruce Wayne. They take over Bruce Wayne and they go to a Christmas party and they hijack him and they take over his mind and his credit card.
Of course they take over his credit card.
Yeah. And it really doesn't work out too well for him, of course, because they don't know who he is,
Oh, no, they're in trouble. Know they're in trouble, especially when he's got to drag all those presents around and he's like, oh, I'm getting tired of this. Oh, hell yeah, you're in trouble, girls.
Yeah. Oh my God. So it didn't take long for him to kind of snap out of it, but it was still pretty embarrassing. And then you have, it was kind of funny, the department store, thief that turns out to be Clayface it was Bullock as Santa Claus and Montoya as his elf. Man, I thought they wouldn't do that today.
No, hell no, they wouldn't. Oh no, I know. A couple of these they wouldn't touch again. And it's sad because these are really good little episodes. These are really, really good little episodes that that really, really bring that. Okay, they're really going for this comic book Christmas special, and it worked out great. I loved them. And no, you're right. They wouldn't do this again today.
Yes, but you know what struck me about that last episode, though, the Joker one. Pretty standard stuff for the Joker. He decides he's gonna, he goes on, he takes over the airwaves. Very jokery, right?
Right.
And he tells the city that he's decided that next year, this is New Year's Eve. He's decided that next year he will not kill anyone for a whole year. So I better get all my killing in right now.
I better get it all done right now.
So he decides to kill everybody. Kill. He just says he's going to kill a bunch of people with the bombs or whatever, the sound bombs or whatever the hell it was. Anyway, what I found kind of interesting about that is this is only maybe 6-7 years between when they first made Christmas with the Joker, and they made this episode. Well, he's got a trail of bodies in this one. They showed dead bodies on an animated show in this one. They showed that they don't even they don't have him talk about killing people or that kind of crap. The Joker kills people in this one.
Yeah, he does.
And a few years earlier in that, they weren't getting away with that. No way could they have shown that when they made Christmas with the Joker, like a dead body and stuff. No,
they'd never get away with it.
So I thought that was pretty interesting. It was pretty killer. But that said,
we were going also while this is all going on, we were going through that removing censorship almost. They were allowed to get away with more with this episode compared with Christmas with the Joker. They really were.
Yeah.
The parents weren't as crazy.
Yeah. True. But I think my favorite part of the episode, most of it's fairly standard, but the Gordon and Batman getting together. We find out that's a tradition every year.
Yep. I love that. That is my favorite part of that whole episode is that. And then, Gordon kind of trails off talking to himself for a minute. And when he snaps back, there's a couple of bucks and change on the table. He's like, damn it. One of these years, I'm going to get the check instead of him.
I love that. Yeah. I mean, that's a really great. And see, that is the part when I saw it that made me remember the comic book, because that's what stuck out in the comic, except in the comic, I think they were, it was framed sequence of them sitting and talking the whole time or something like that. But you don't have so much time in a short, cartoon like that.
Yeah, especially when you split it up between 3 different episodes.
Right. Yeah, because you had the middle one with a Clayface that we mentioned. We didn't mention that was a Batgirl story. And very short but still, again, you just don't have so much time with these 3. I mean, it's not easy to tell 3 stories in 22 minutes or whatever it is.
No, it's not.
It's like Justice League Action. They're really, really short stories like that. But a normal episode of Brave and the Bold or Batman animated series, you get 22 minutes. Actually, Batman Brave and the Bold, you don't. You get far less because you open up with a teaser episode.
Yep.
So they get even less time on that show. But the animated series, yeah. And so what of these shows did you like the most? What was the episode that you liked the most of these that you recommend to someone?
That's really, really difficult. It's got to be the Justice League episode. You put the Justice League thing up before I say that. It's got to be the Justice League episode, but both Batman animated series episodes, they're golden. I thought the Brave and the Bold episode was okay, but the Justice League, the 2 Batman, I think those are the best. So they just kick ass. The Christmas with the Joker, I saw when it first came out. I watched it. I was there when it aired, watching that, laughing my butt off as a kid, and then growing up and wanting to see it again and again and again. Justice League, I was older, but I always loved that episode. I always thought that episode was great. And then, of course, the last Batman, when they do that end with Gordon is gold. This is why superheroes celebrate Christmas. They get together like Batman. I can see Batman getting together with Gordon and doing that and celebrating New Year's, celebrating the holidays like that. It's perfect. They nailed it. This is what you don't get anymore.
Yep. These are by no means the only. I mean, I can't think of that many animated features with superheroes that were about Christmas that I could single out. These are the only ones I could think of. But I'm not saying there aren't others. Maybe there are. I just don't really know of too many. But I love the Batman ones, especially the stuff with Gordon you're talking about in Holiday Nights. But for me, it's just a very clear choice. Comfort and Joy that's to me, this episode is special. The Batman ones are fine, they're good, and unfortunately, he's not even in this. He's not even in this one, but this is just a perfect. It's underrated in the sense that some of the great Christmas cartoons we talk about that are classics, like the Grinch or this Charlie Brown special, or some of the Rankin and Bass puppet, little things like animated stop motion things or whatever, all that kind of stuff. This one for me, because I love superheroes so much, this one episode here, it's just as important to me as any of those. And I know that's bold saying, because we're talking about classics that will live on forever, where this is just niche superhero stuff, I guess. But for me, it's perfect. It's golden.
Yeah, I completely agree. These are the superhero Christmas specials that you want.
Yep, absolutely. Christmas with the superheroes. So, well, I mean, it doesn't take long to talk about them because there's not a lot to. You should all watch them, by the way, but there's not a lot to break down. They're so short,
They are, and I think I spent I spent 2 hours watching these yesterday. I spent 2 hours watching them right before we went live. It's a couple of hours set aside on the holidays to watch some kick-ass DC animated Christmas specials.
Yeah. If you go like a whole episode of Batman animated series is about, without commercials, like 20 something like minutes. So you got, and same thing with Justice League and Brave and the Bold. So you got, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 shows, and then all told, Justice League Action is 10 minutes. So yeah, that's easy to do. And if you don't have them, HBO Max has the Justice League and the Batman animated series, of course.
Yeah.
For Kal-El says it's a 3-way tie. Anyone else have a favorite, by the way, between Justice League and the 2 Batman episodes, animated series episodes?
Yeah, let us know your guys' favorites.
Going back to what you said earlier, would it be fair to say that Batman, the Brave and the Bold is in some ways a tribute to Batman 60s series starring Adam West? Only slightly. Actually, James Tucker, who did work on Batman the Animated Series with Bruce Timm and has done so many other animated projects for the DC animated universe, is a huge comic book fan, more than, and he grew up loving Adam West as well. But it's not so much that, because he's, Batman, if you watch that show, the situations are pretty outrageous and silly, but Batman doesn't act like Adam West. Dietrich Bader doing the voice, he's pretty all business, Batman. Yeah, I mean, it is, there's some nods to it because Adam West has been on there, and yes, they've done some nods to it. So yes, but also, as they described it themselves, the people who made the show, as a quote, love letter to Silver Age comics. And that's why I love it so much. It's a wonderful, all 65 episodes of Batman Brave and the Bold is like a wonderful tour through the Silver Age DC universe. Hello there, Kogi Pan. Good to see you.
He says, Clubby!
Hey, and Purple says it's got to be Christmas with the Joker for me, just because it's so silly. It is. It's silly because you got 2 really hilarious scenes in there for me, Purple. Again, the escape and him singing the song that Loki sings so well, and then him giving Batman the present.
Yeah,
that's just
yep.
Those are the funniest parts for me. Those are really great.
If you wrapped it up, if you wrapped all these episodes up and you were like, what is the best of this? You've got that with Christmas with Joker. You've got the moments in the JLA episode with Clark and John, and the combat with Green Lantern and Hawk Girl. You've got the toy.
Yes.
Flash gets out. And then you've got the other Batman episode where you've got that kick-ass moment with Gordon. Oh, he'll be here in a minute. Oh, and there he is, Dun 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 dun. He goes and sits down. He just has a cup of coffee.
Cup of Joe, and he's gone.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yep.
You know, these combined, all of these episodes have every single element of Batman. I mean, well, Comfort and Joy doesn't even involve Batman, but they have every single element that involves superheroes and Batman. Just the Batman ones alone have lighter Batman, with Brave and the Bold, and even well, that's the only one that's kind of lighthearted. It's got that version. It's got the darker side. They even put some of the darker stuff in that one, like with this, origin. You've got his comment about never could get past the title of it's a Wonderful Life. And the stuff with the brutality of the Joker in Holiday Nights, when he's actually, we're seeing it, we're seeing the bodies, which you didn't see on the animated series before that. You just knew he killed people. They would say it sometimes or insinuate it. And this one, soon, just do it. Yeah. Yes, I've heard about that, Purple. I haven't got to see that. Static Shock had but it wasn't quite okay. It wasn't quite a Christmas episode. I hear you. And then, of course, Comfort and Joy has everything else. And Party Animal does have a lot of that stuff, too. It's a bit of a lighter side of superheroes. But what's kind of funny is if you look in that, I don't know if you can see it in this scene. You have all these superheroes at this party. John Constantine's in there, of all people. And Dr. Fate, they're all at the Christmas party, So, which was kind of funny, and it was a funny episode and it was even a touching scene with Grundy. And Grundy, they drugged him up a little bit they didn't want to bring him to Star Labs because it was a Christmas party going on, so they brought him to Green Arrow's Christmas party. Plastic Man did, and Batman said he's something like he's a Walking Dead evil ghoul. It's dangerous. So you brought him to a party or something like that. Keep him, keep an eye on him or whatever. He's got. Batman's put it like this whole episode. Batman is in a bad mood because they've dragged him to a Christmas party. The Green Arrow, of course, he's trying to get on Batman's good side and be his buddy, and invited him to the party and through the party just so he can get Batman to go. And everyone's like, he thinks Batman's going to show up? No, and then Flash kidnaps Batman and makes him show up.
Put me down.
That was so great. Yeah. When he said that, Kevin Conroy's voice, put me down. And Batman fights Grundy later and stuff, and actually is shocked that Grundy has a human, just like the Ultra Humanite does in Comfort and Joy. Grundy, they thought he was going after this little girl who earlier in an episode he actually scared her, but he just brings her a teddy bear. Again, fun, silly stuff, and again, Christmassy stuff with superheroes. Yep. So, yeah, that's what we got, folks, for animation for you. But got a little bit of a bonus if your game. Look at. Would you like to look? Oh yeah. Would you like to look at some just random images of superhero comics and related images, not just covers and images? This is so random. I'll let you tell me if I got this right. I got them up there, right? Let's see. Let's see here. Oh, okay. I have the screen.
Make sure it's maximized in the back. There you go.
No, all right. So if anyone wants to see that, is it moving around?
Yep.
Is that big enough?
Yep.
Okay. All right, here we go, folks. So this is just a few pictures of comics. And bear in mind, I can't see the chat, so if anyone tells me anything I need to know,
Oh yeah.
And of course, I thought it would be appropriate to start with this one. The rest of them are so random. I don't know what order they're in because I'm not that good, of course.
Always time for a Spidey Christmas comic.
Spidey Christmas for sure. Yep. Always time for a Spidey Christmas. And always time for a Batman Christmas. See, I tell you these things in no particular order. Just you talk about Comfort and Joy. You know what Comfort and Joy is to me as a geek? It's superhero comics with old superhero comic covers.
Phantom Outsider says like 167 Amazing Spider-Man.
167?
Purple Valkyrie says it looks good.
You guys can see it okay? It's big enough? Do I need to make it bigger? I'll wait for you guys to tell me. Okay, thank you. Just want to be sure. Look at, again, remember when Batman could wear a Santa beard and it was okay?
Ho ho ho! Oh, they stole that. They stole that from Saturday Night Live. Chevy Chase did that, and he actually like screwed up his neck on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, on the chair, you mean? I'm falling off of
the Christmas tree.
This is quintessential Alex Ross doing quintessential Batman. I've always loved this picture. It's haunting, isn't it? I mean, you think about it. I mean,
oh yeah,
he doesn't want to go to the party. Similar to that Justice League Action episode. Yeah.
Yep. Let everybody else celebrate. I'll watch over everything.
Some more Spidey Christmas. Very appropriate now when this is a Spidey season.
Oh yeah.
Remember when you could say Christmas? It was okay to say Christmas?
Yeah, you can't say now. Season greetings.
Yeah. Holidays, you big sissies. It's Christmas.
Holidays with superheroes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Marvel chickened out and did holidays back then. Yeah, real Captain Marvel. That's Christmas right there, folks.
That's right. That's right.
Even real Captain Marvel, like being Santa Claus.
Purple Valkyrie said my favorite is what the volume 110 where Doctor Doom has to take on Santa Claus.
We may see something from that. You never know. It may pop up here. What do you think? Think it's possible?
I think it's possible considering what a Fantastic Four fan you are.
How about a scary Santa Claus? You like that? I always like this one. Batman's like, stop playing games. It's not Christmas to me. Tits the season. Throw snowballs at Batman. And there's Superman teaming up with Santa and DC Comics presents. J-Man, I think, already left, but that would be for you, J-Man. I remember buying this one right off the damn stand when it came out. It had a lot of some pretty good stories.
Superstar Holiday Special. And they're on camels, too.
Yep.
We three superheroes.
I have this one still. Little DC Comics digest. I love me some digests. How about a scary Daredevil Christmas cover? Woo.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get stabbed in the hand like Christopher Angle.
You know, this was that's Turk with the knife there. That's not really Santa, but yeah, this was from the great Born Again classic storyline there. There you go, Purple. This is for you.
There it is.
I always love this picture. There'll be more. We should have some more doom in there, but yeah, more doom and gloom. This one's dedicated to the wonderful Purple Valkyrie. A bah humbug, I'm Dr. Doom. More doom. Have you read this comic? It's hilarious.
No, I haven't. No, I didn't even know it existed.
Oh, there's a comic where it's very difficult to explain. We'll just have to. Yeah, well, I'll try to send you a digital of it if I can find it because you should read it. It's kind of funny. Got me I want this FF shirt. I mean, it wouldn't fit me anyway, but look at that FF ugly sweater. You know, I had to show that.
Oh yeah, the Fantastic Four. Ugh.
Yep, there you go again, Perp. Good night, Jax. One more.
Good night.
Thank you for being here. Yancey Street. I shall finally destroy that loathsome thing on Miracle on Land Yancey Street. Dr. Doom, indeed. There's some more FF Christmas. Yes,
indeed. No problem for him to put the star on the tree.
Nope, Reed can do it. Oh, that was too damn small. Santa Doom. There you go. But there's some more. Yes, I went crazy with some of the FF ones, I think. What could I tell you?
No, not you, Clobberin.
You know I don't like the FF. Smiling Stan. See, I'm nice to Stan. Who says I'm mean to Stan? Look at that. Signed by Stan. I thought you'd like this one.
Oh, yes.
When I saw that one, I said, I think Loki will like that. I know he likes Harley. And we all like Harley in that outfit.
Yep, and Ivy. Oh, yeah.
We saw a cover a little ways back. There was a Golden Age cover that this is a spoof of course, which are homage to, if you will. So, yeah. How about the Hulk?
Hulk Smash Santa.
smash Santa's stupid hat. Santa's giving Hulk a run for his money there. What the hell is that all about? Ever loving Hulk. Hulk. See, there's Stan again. Stan's name, see? I always love this cover. I love Jonah Hex. I'm a big fan of Jonah Hex for the 70s, especially. You go ahead, spread some holiday cheer amongst the kiddies, or there'll be another dead Santa around here. Yep.
Wow.
And but a nicer cowboy in the ninja. Wow, Marvel getting into the spirit of it. See, remember these were old like season's greetings cards. I used to have. I never had them, but I've always seen these pictures and wish I had them. From, of course, the 70s. Fantastic cars loaded up with Chris. Look, see, I told you Ben Grimm is really Santa Claus.
In the Fantastic Four-mobile, no less.
Yep. See, they don't need no reindeer. What the hell?
It's a very merry Avengers Christmas.
Yes. Crappy art, but what the hell? It was Christmas. Yes, that would be fun to have them caroling at your door.
Yeah, oh yeah. Just don't piss off Hulk.
Now Spidey, I don't think Wolverine's too happy with him on this one. He don't like no Christmas. Even Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck. Holy crap! I haven't seen a Howard the Duck comic in years.
Howard the Cluck. This one is added on to. This was actually it didn't have Iron Man, Hulk, or Miss Marvel on it, and someone added them, but still, or Falcon. I don't think the other covers are somewhere. Season's greetings, folks.
I would get a wreath like that. I could see having a wreath.
I would love having that. I would love having a big ass wreath like that. That would be great. Yeah, this was a weird issue, but it was Christmassy because it was the Watcher and Spidey. Special Christmas issue. And they're like, hey, where are you guys going? Is Christmas over already? We can see your butts. There's America's ass right there. So there's the original of it.
Season's greetings.
Yeah. Sissies. Just say Merry Christmas for your damn holidays, you dang sissies. Oh, yes.
Comfort and joy. Yeah, right there.
There you go.
Joyous Yuletide from your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yep. I assume you've seen the new film?
Yes.
We had a lot of fun talking about it last night. Don't worry, everyone. We're not spoiling anything if you hadn't seen it yet, but it's doing quite well. Let's put it like that.
Oh, yes, it is.
How about a weird Sergeant Rock super Christmas cover? Isn't that weird?
That is really weird. I would have that, though. It's beautiful.
Oh,
art.
God, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Joe Kubert was a master. Yeah. And just the fact that, hey, it is a Christmas cover now, though. It counts, folks, because it says the word Christmas on the cover. So there. This is for you, Loke. Some male gaze.
Oh, yes. Yes, gotta love that green.
Roll that shit up. Shout out to 24, who we'll see tomorrow night, right?
That's right. Hell yeah.
Yep. There's some more Spidey Christmas, folks. More Spidey Christmas.
More Spidey Christmas.
Bought this one right off the rack when it came out. That's how old I am. More Spidey Christmas.
Kingpin.
With a Santa Claus.
Christmas in Dallas.
Yeah. And he's got a Santa Claus outfit on Kingpin. Yes, I remember this comic. This was from the back. I think this was from the last page of Marvel Team Up #1. Yeah.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Yes, indeed. Spidey Claus. Superman getting his butt kicked on Christmas by the parasite. That ain't right.
No.
This was weird, but I put it on there because it was an old.
Is that Bobo or Bibbo? Is it Bibbo? Bibbo, right?
This was from a short story from the classic Superman number 400 that came out in 1984 or whatever, and they had a bunch of short stories. This was about a hobo on Christmas on a totalitarian society, who goes to just to get warm inside this library, and he breaks into the bottom of it, and he finds this box with a Superman costume. They thought Superman had been dead for years, and he goes out, and these guys shoot him with lasers, but it bounces off, so he thinks he has superpowers. And
Wow.
it was a pretty interesting story.
That I wonder if that's like the early concept for Bibbo, the hobo that thinks Superman's just the best thing ever.
I don't know, because this was an 84-ish. Bibbo, who's Bibbo? Bibbo doesn't strike a bell. I'm not familiar with him. Superman, flying kids around, being very Supermanish. Superman spreading Christmas star thingies.
Bo Bibbo Babowski, fictional character appearing in American comic books, published that Bibbo Babowski first appeared in The Adventures of Superman number 428.
That explains it.
Was created by Jerry Ordway. That's why I know him, because I was a Jerry Ordway fan.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he could have been inspired by that, because I was not buying the comic at the time, so I don't remember the guy. So there you go. Well, there you go. You remember? It's possible, but that guy's from a different thingy.
He was a bum that ended up. He used to be like a boxer, and then he was a bum in Suicide Slums, and Superman helps him out, and he ends up like just thinking Superman's the bestest guy ever. So,
Didn't read any of those.
Yeah, I think he won like the lottery or something. It ended up owning one of the clubs or something.
I had long since dropped it at that point. So no, I'm not. Well, there you go. I don't think he was connected to this guy though, because this guy got killed. And he was in the future anyway, in the 23rd century. I always loved this Alex Ross representation. Did you ever read Superman Peace on Earth?
Yep.
It's beautiful stuff. It was a really great comic.
They still knew how to make comics.
If you can call it a comic. I mean, it's kind of like an illustrated story, really, but yeah. Details. Nitpick. Oh my God, it's Christmas. A Christmas happening to the Teen Titans. I am the Tick Spoon. There they are from the front. Damn it. Yeah. I got you out of that grab bag right here.
Right here.
Right here. There you go. We got some superheroes there and chilling at all day grab bag, baby. I don't know why. Wendy.
Wonder Woman Christmas.
Even the X-Men celebrated Christmas, sort of. Remember the scary Christmas cover?
Oh, shit. X-Men.
Beginning of Kitty Pryde. And that will do it there for those pictures there. Oh.
I got lost in the void.
I removed you. I thought I was removing my picture thing. Sorry, bro. See how terrible I am at this shit? Hello there, Daryl the Derelict. What's up?
Hey, Daryl.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Well, dude, what do you have? Do you have anything more that you'd like to share with us about basically about what you love about Christmas, or what you like to watch for Christmas? We've talked about animated stuff here. Is there anything animated that's not superheroes that you like to watch, or just anything in general? What do you watch?
I love watching A Christmas Story with Ralphie. That's like that's like apple pie during Christmas. Everybody, is that Texan Loki? No, that is Santa Loki. Bruce
Santa
Lamar.
Loki.
Santa Loki.
Hello, Bruce. Hello, Bruce.
I like to watch Ben-Hur for Thanksgiving, but I did not get to watch it this year, so I'm gonna watch it for Christmas. I love that movie. People can call it cheesy or old or whatever. I love watching that movie. I like watching Christmas stuff. Believe it or not, I like Elf. A lot of people don't like Elf. They don't like the movie Elf. I like the movie Elf. If it's like a good Christmas movie, I love watching it on Christmas. So.
I got you. I got you. I've I always have to something I never miss for Christmas. There are a couple things, but of course, obviously that Justice League episode we're talking about, for example. Also, Blackadder Christmas special because I'm a huge Blackadder fan. I love that show, and the Christmas Blackadder's Christmas Carol, and they even did one called Blackadder Back and Forth, which was also like a Christmas / New Year special. But I watch Blackadder's Christmas Carol every year, never miss it. I just love it. Of course, yes, Bruce Lombardo, Die Hard. Yeah, go
Yes,
that fan.
and Batman Returns.
That's Christmassy, isn't it?
Yep.
Die Hard, I will definitely watch every Christmas as well. It's funny. It's weird because where people will mostly watch movies, and I do, but there are a lot of Christmas episodes of TV shows that I like to watch.
Yes, absolutely.
It's weird because I don't know if you remember a show no one even remembers anymore, called Millennium from the late 1990s.
Yes, I remember Millennium.
I didn't like the first season too much. I hated the third season. I thought the second season was brilliant. And they have a Christmas episode in that one called Midnight of the Century that I like with Darren McGavin. I like to watch that a lot. I know it's an off the wild thing considering it's it's from an episode of a TV show no one remembers, or very few remember. I like a Christmas episode of the greatest Western TV show ever made, Half Gun Will Travel. I watch that sometimes. There's some other TV shows with Christmas episodes that I guess I'm drawing a blank on right now.
You'll think about them eventually.
But
closer
yeah,
we get.
But yeah, it's but still that kind of stuff. But yeah, movies. Like I said,
Nightmare Before Christmas too. Yes, Nightmare Before Christmas.
You watch that every year?
Yep.
Oh, really?
I just got the special vinyl.
Nice.
So I'll be showing that off in the next couple of days. I've got a whole bunch of Christmas vinyl I'm gonna show off.
Yep, I do love It's a Wonderful Life. There, the Comic Relief Crusader. So yeah, there's the thing. I don't know if there's anything I watch every single year other than a couple of things. Like I said, Comfort and Joy, Blackadder, Christmas Carol, and then there are things I may not go a year or two without seeing it, and then go watch it again. And because there's so many, like I haven't seen It's a Wonderful Life in a couple of years, but that's something I wouldn't mind watching again this year, probably, or maybe I'll let it go because I've seen it so many times. But Die Hard, yes, our buddy Nick Weiser's doing this big Die Hard stream tomorrow night on Toxic Tuesday, and they'll be talking about that. That'll probably make me want to go watch Die Hard again if I'm able to catch that show.
Oh yes.
But we did. I was on with them last week for Die Hard 2. That's a Christmas movie, also.
Yes, it is. It was the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, except two assholes coming in the back. Standard 2x2 cover formation.
Oh,
it appears the police have themselves an RV.
It is a great Christmas movie.
Absolutely.
Batman Returns. So you mentioned that, and Daryl's mentioning that.
Yeah.
Maybe I haven't watched that in a while. Maybe I'll just throw that one on there.
I haven't watched Home Alone in years. I might watch that. Me
either. See, I don't have a lot of these, but if I can find them, I'll pop them on there. Let me ask you this though. I love Die Hard, and I love it better than the movie I'm about to mention. But the first Lethal Weapon should be called a Christmas movie too, sort of.
They are.
But no one ever, how people insist that Die Hard is, but they talk about Lethal Weapon, the first one, which is not. I don't love it as much as Die Hard, but I do love it. But no one ever calls that a Christmas movie.
What day is it? What day? It's goddamn Christmas.
Goddamn Christmas. Thank you. Exactly. Yep. And not only that, it opens up with Jingle Bell Rock, right? Doesn't it?
Jingle Bell, Jingle. Yep. And then focuses in on the girl that takes the header off the building.
That's right. That's right. Is there a hello there, Neuron and Axeman?
Yes, there is. There's a two-parter. There's a two-parter.
Really?
They're on. Yes, it's when they're on Earth. Yes, there's a two-parter when they're on Earth.
Okay.
It's called Terrafirma.
I remember them going to Earth. That was the Christmas episode?
Yep. Because at the end, Dargo comes in and blows up half the house along with the Christmas tree.
Okay.
In his ship. Lola.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I'm Farscape nut. Sorry. I know every episode. I could quote you shit from each episode. Yeah.
Wow. I like it. You know, I tell you, I guess I've told you that I never watched it until about 2 years ago or whatever. And I went and I decided, to break down and give it a chance and up binging it all and really enjoying it. So, yes, Steve Mitchum, I guess that could be. I can see you saying that. He says, I still say Bread and Circuses is the Star Trek Christmas episode. Maybe in a way.
Terrafirma also is the first episode where they get back to Earth, where it's actually their timeline. Not like a previous timeline or not a fake dream or whatever. Terrafirma is the episode where John gets back to Earth. And everything's the way it's supposed to be. So.
Maybe I'll double back and go watch that one again. Because, it's funny. Well, obviously, we've seen some mentions of some stuff here, but does anyone have a TV show Christmas episode aside from the ones we're mentioned? Because again, everyone knows about Christmas movies. Like I said, I watch a couple of TV episodes of some stuff. Remember MASH used to do MASH had more Christmas episodes than they had years in the war.
Yes.
That war.
Yep. And there was an episode of House that I really loved. That was a Christmas episode. I can't remember because I haven't watched House since it was on new episodes were coming out. And I only watched them once, but I remember there was a Christmas episode of House that I absolutely loved.
Well, do you remember? By the way, Steve Mitchum, you would be wrong. Die Hard is a Christmas movie, unless by your criteria standards, you would say Home Alone is not a Christmas movie. It is, isn't it? If it takes place at Christmas and involves that much Christmas, Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Oh yeah, and they're listening to Christmas movie or they're listening to Christmas music at the beginning of the movie. Yeah. When John McClane goes, "Can we listen to some Christmas music?" and Argyle goes, "This is Christmas music." Da 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 da. Yeah.
Why wasn't there a Kung Fu? I don't know. What there wasn't there? Maybe there wasn't. I don't know. I'm not sure, Steve. Did they? You know that show better than me. Did they? I guess they didn't. If you say they didn't, wasn't there an A-Team Christmas episode? I can't remember if there was an A-Team episode.
Gremlins 1 was Christmas. Gremlins is a Christmas movie. Gremlins 2 is not. But the original Gremlins movie is a Christmas movie. In Gremlins 2, they're in the city in that building, and it has absolutely nothing to do with Christmas. But hell, they sing Christmas, Christmas at the beginning of the original Gremlins movie. So, yes.
Yeah, that was taking place at Christmas for sure. But you said now, it's been a while since I've seen the second one. Are you saying the second one was not taking place at Christmas?
Yeah, no. The second Gremlins movie had nothing to do with with Christmas. It might have been Thanksgiving, but yeah. Futurama? No, yeah.
Futurama had a Christmas episode?
Freaking Simpsons has had a million Christmas episodes. I think one for every year. So that's 38? It's 40 years old almost?
I never saw Jingle All the Way there, Oliver.
No, put the cookie down, Clobberin. You never saw Jingle All the Way?
No.
You got to watch Jingle All the Way, man.
Horrified at some of the movies I've never seen.
I want a Turbo Man with karate chop action.
You would be horrified. You know something? Thank you, Purple. You reminded me. Doctor Who Christmas specials are enough. I might just watch a bunch of Doctor Who Christmas specials just to remind me when Doctor Who was such a wonderful show. Doctor Who Christmas Carol was great. Christmas Invasion was great. They had a lot of, not all the Christmas specials were great, but they had some great ones. I don't know if you ever watched that, but I love those. Hello?
I'm sorry, I had to mute for a second.
No problem. No problem. So I don't know if you ever watched those, but yes, thank you for reminding me of that, Purple. Because I'm gonna have to to watch some Doctor Who Christmas specials. That's what I'll do this week. I was trying to
Yeah.
decide what I wanted to watch because some of those are really great. And since they're never going to make that show again, ever.
Phantom Outsider, that's right. Nobody likes you, Booster. Nobody likes Booster Gold. Who the hell likes Booster Gold? Seriously, I've never heard anyone go, my favorite superhero in the world is Booster Gold. That's right. Nobody fucking likes you, dude. Nobody cares. You or the Blue fucking Beetle. I don't know why DC is going to come up with a Blue Beetle movie. No one likes you either, Blue Beetle. No one cares. No one cares about the Blue Beetle or Booster Gold.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Sorry, buddy. It is. So is Lethal Weapon.
Yep.
You know what always gets me about the whole Die Hard is a Christmas movie, Die Hard isn't a Christmas movie thing? I think both sides take it a little seriously. It's just a movie that I love, and I love it's funny that it takes place at Christmas. It could have taken place at any time, I guess. So by that metric, I guess it really isn't. But if your only argument is it's not about because it's not about Jesus, it's not about Christ, that means It's a Wonderful Life is not a Christmas movie. Home Alone's not a Christmas movie. Nightmare Before Christmas is not a Christmas movie. And nothing is a Christmas movie unless it's about Jesus.
And Phantom Outsider, I completely, I went off on Booster Gold on one of the comic book roundtables because I was like, who the hell cares? It's Booster Gold. But you're talking about Booster and Jingle All the Way. That's right. Nobody gave a shit about Booster.
Booster, and I didn't see that movie. So,
well, you've got Turbo Man, and then you've got his sidekick Booster. And Turbo Man sold out at every toy store everywhere. No one has a Turbo Man. But everybody's got Booster, the sidekick, because no one gives a shit about Booster.
You don't like Booster, huh? I kind of remember. Did you go off on Booster Gold once?
During one of the comic book roundtables.
Not a Booster fan, are you? He kind of grew on me. He's not one of my favorites or anything.
He's nobody's favorite.
I actually know a guy.
Oh wow!
I really do. I used to a friend that used to do the show with me, my old show, who I haven't seen him in a while, but I'm still friends with his dad. But his Booster was his favorite superhero.
Wow. I never thought I would hear that. Booster's the Rose Tico of Jingle All the Way. Yes.
So in that case,
they wrapped him up in a furry burlap sack and just stuck him out there.
Now, Booster is pretty funny on some stuff. I mean, it's like I think it was kind of funny with Blue Beetle and Justice League, and I thought he was funny when they made him kind of funny in some of the stuff, but it wouldn't even make my top. In fact, I've done a top 100 favorite superheroes, and he hasn't made that. So if that's been, but some people like him now.
They do.
I even bought his comic when it first came out, just kind of only because it was. I'm absolutely wrong. There you go. I'm absolutely wrong. We're all wrong that it's a Christmas movie. Okay.
All right.
Thank you. I'm writing it down right now so I won't forget that I'm wrong.
Lethal Weapon, Die Hard, Batman Returns, none of those are Christmas movies.
I'm writing it right. You're wrong, Loki. Here we go. Clobby, am absolutely wrong.
Just do what the Vikings did and put a hashtag blame Loki.
Wrong. The Vikings got beat the other day, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. I give a shit about the team. I don't care.
I know. It's just a standard, it's a standard joke every time someone. Let's see. Home Alone is not a Christmas movie. Okay.
And now you're just wanting to argue.
Is Scrooge the Christmas movie?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I need to watch Scrooged again. I would like to see that. Hey there, Cardinal Sin. What's up?
Hail, Cardinal Sin.
I would like to watch Scrooged again. I like that. I hadn't seen it in a while though.
Yep, I like the Ghost of Christmas Present.
Yeah.
That's the one that beat the shit out of him, right? Yeah.
Yes. Is Christmas Story a Christmas movie?
Yes.
By what metric? Okay, I was just kidding. All right, that's fine. Steve's my friend. He knows him. He knows I'm just needling him. Even though I now am seriously ambivalent about what makes a Christmas movie a Christmas movie. If I like to watch it at Christmas, that's fine. That's all I need. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That'll be, for example, let's see, we'll be an example. Star Trek 4 is a Christmas movie. You know why?
Why?
Well, it was released at Christmas. I remember going to see it during. It's even got a. If you look at that, they used a totally different theme song for the film Star Trek 4, and it sounds like a Christmas music. Exactly. It's if you that is. I mean, what I mean. It came out at Christmas. I remember seeing it at Christmas, and every time I listen to it, I think of Christmas music. And I don't think of Trek music. It's good.
All right.
But and of course, and it is, and think about it, it's all hopeful and positive and fun and lighthearted romp. That's Star Trek's Christmas movie right there.
Yeah. All right.
So, can I get an amen, somebody?
Amen.
Yeah.
Purple Valkyrie says Carol Kane as the Ghost of Christmas Past walloped him too.
Yes. I actually do want to. I don't have Scrooge. Do you have that? I don't have it. I need to get that because I'd like to watch that again.
I've got it somewhere on DVD, but I've got all my Ds put up. All my DVDs are pulled up. I was looking for Halo Reach the other day. I was looking for something else the other day. And I was like, you know what? I don't have it on Blu-ray or 4K, so it's got to be in that box back there. And yeah, all my old DVDs are in boxes.
Is Tombstone a Christmas movie? No. What, can I watch it at Christmas?
Yes, because at the end of it, you've got a Christmas scene where he says, we'll have room service.
I'm watching it. I might watch. I've been wanting to watch Real Genius for a while. I love that movie. And I've just stumbled across it in my DVDs. And I don't think it's on Blu-ray, or I don't know, but it might be, but it's expensive. I've been noticing a lot of stuff is expensive now because they're not really in print anymore or in production anymore.
Yep. There's some stuff like I found so I was at a game store in Dallas and I found this copy of Halo Legends. Never opened. $8. You know how much I can sell that unopened thing of Halo Legends for? It's going to be a lot more than $8.
Wow.
Still has the Walmart sticker on it.
Oh my goodness.
So, yeah.
Wow.
So.
My goodness. That's pretty... A lot of the stuff is going, I don't know, going by the wayside like that, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, it has a Blu-ray release, but it's expensive now. D-Bud. Oh,
Cardinal Sin. Hell yeah, brother.
Well, you're too kind, Cardinal Sin. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. You didn't have to do that, my friend. It's good to see you. Thank you. He says, as Christmas movies go, I like Miracle on 34th Street. And It's a Wonderful Life. Hail, Clubby, Loki, and chat and mods. And thank you so much for that. Well, those are great choices.
Thank you, Cardinal. Thank you, Cardinal Sin. That's kick-ass, brother.
And Merry Christmas to you, bud. And,
Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Joyous Yuletide. Whatever it is that you celebrate. Kwanzaa. Yeah. Shit. I don't know.
I sometimes wonder if Steve has a problem with me not being I'm not a Christian, so I can't say something as a Christmas movie. I just don't even understand that.
I don't know.
But I get it. But I don't know. I'm not a believer. So, I do happen to exist during Christmas time and love it. I love Christmas. I love it. I love this time of year. The only thing, I've suffered great loss in that I can't really watch football anymore because it's kind of been ruined for me. Although, I'll sit there and watch a little bit of it, but it used to be my favorite part of the reason why it was my favorite time of the year, in addition to all the other, family stuff and all those things, is I used to be such a huge pro football fanatic until, again, a year ago, until I had to give it up. And I love this time of year because you get toward the end, the playoff run, all that other kind of stuff going on. And now that's gone. It's kind of a bummer.
Yep. Yeah, it is. And NFL sucks anyway. So
it does, but I still and it's been sucky for a while.
Yeah, it's been sucky for a while. Absolutely.
Yep.
Bunch of fucking crybabies too. A bunch of ever since they took like oh, well, you can't hit anybody anymore. You can't really tackle anybody and hit them. You can't
That's
like
true.
check them with your shoulder. It's just been a pussy game.
Oh, they mushied the game up big time there. Yeah, did I mention? Oh yeah, Scrooge. 2 movies. Steve said I mentioned 2 movies with the great Robert Mitchum. That's true because Tombstone has Robert Mitchum voiceover, and of course Robert Mitchum is in Scrooge. Thank you. That's true. It's a good point. Cardinal Sin, you're too kind, sir. Thank you so much. I don't know what to say, man. I'm speechless. You're very kind,
generous.
very generous. I really appreciate that, my friend. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. From a lapsed Jew and atheist, I love Christmas time.
Hell
I
yeah.
do too. I do too. I absolutely love it.
Well, from one lapsed Christian Southern Baptist boy to one lapsed Jew #atheist, I love Christmas too. Cardinal Sin.
Hey, Matthew Pounder, what's up, buddy? Oh yeah, what's it up? Mark wanted me to play this since I screwed up and didn't get a chance to play it the other night when we were talking about the episode. So he wanted me to play this here.
I protest. I am not a merry man.
Yes, I am not a merry man.
I am not a merry man.
Skull Cardinal Sin. Hell yeah.
Yes. I don't have anything like you do to play for when someone gives a super chat, but right now I will use that. So Cardinal Sin gets 2 of them. So here we go.
Oh yeah.
I protest. I am not a merry man.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
I am not. I am Klingon. I am not. I will not listen to reason. NFL is rigged. Has been for years. It sure is run by a piece of garbage like Goodell, I'll tell you that. Dynamax Amanda Bear for $10. Thank you so much. You are too kind, my friend. Who would win, Kirk or Crichton?
Okay, you got to have more context, because if you're talking ship to ship, the Enterprise is going to blast the shit out of Moya. If you're talking about like a fist fight, Kirk is going to kick the shit out of Crichton. If you are talking about a gunfight, Crichton's going to win with Winona. It's just the way it is. So hand to hand, Kirk's going to beat the shit out of him. Ship to ship, Kirk's going to win because he's got the Enterprise. But in a gunfight, Crichton's going to take him down with Winona.
Anti-derivative Jill, lovely to see you, my dear. Well, the only way to answer you, Steve, in all seriousness, is simple, very simple. If you don't believe, then why argue so hard that a murder movie is a Christmas movie? Seems like you wouldn't care. I really don't. It's kind of just being goofing around. I just think it's funny to do it. I thought the whole thing is arguing pro or con whether it's a Christmas movie was so funny that I, in a tongue-in-cheek way, like to call it a Christmas movie just for the fun of it. I mean, I don't think anyone's all that serious about it. I know I'm not. Nope. I just think the whole thing is kind of silly that people, it's a great movie. I love it. It takes place at Christmas, although it was released in the summertime, as I'm sure you will remember.
Yep.
But
Die Hard 2, he even says, come on, man, it's Christmas. It's Christmas Eve. Right. Come on, man. Right at the beginning of the movie.
It takes place at Christmas. And does it really... Is it about, it just so happens to be Christmas. So I just thought it was always kind of funny that because it takes place at Christmas and everyone says it's a Christmas movie. And I say, well, it is kind of fun to watch it around Christmas time. Yep. And that's kind of what makes it a Christmas movie in that sense. But am I serious about it? No. And you may have, I guess I gave you the impression that I was really serious, like angry. Hey, you better not call this a non-Christmas movie. It's got to be. No, doesn't really matter to me that much. I just thought it was always kind of funny to say it's a Christmas movie. It doesn't really. No, I have no strong feelings one way or the other, to be honest. So if I gave you that impression, I'm sorry. And again, it's not about believing. I'm an agnostic. Yes, I do believe and I don't believe. I don't know what I believe. I believe you're a great fellow and a great friend, but I don't know. I just thought it was I've always thought the argument was just kind of silly, lighthearted fun about whether it's a Christmas movie or not. Never seemed that serious to me.
Nope, it's not.
It's frivolous fun, I believe. How come you didn't play that on Silent Star Trek? Because yes, I've been lurking. Oh, Jill, because I'm a total idiot that didn't get a chance to. I had not seen that video yet that the great Mark D with the C made for me. So I thought I had I didn't. I've been burned. I've had so many videos now. I've had the Wesley thing got my 2 different videos demonetized, and so I was kind of.
Really?
Oh, you didn't know about that?
No.
Yeah, Mister. Raquel thinks it's Wheaton. We don't know but she has gone after videos before with the CBS or someone. But she made this thing. I could show it to you after we get off here. I can't play it now, but when we had a few weeks ago, we did the last episode of Wesley Crusher as a regular. We're reviewing that episode on
Yeah.
Star Trek.
Yes.
And she made this video because we all hate Wesley, and it was pretty funny. It was a few minutes long, and it's got a bunch of clips. But she, who studies this sort of thing, she said she did all the research and made sure it was all copyright compliant. There was no way it would get struck or whatever. And I got a claim, not a strike or anything. But
yeah,
I got a claim.
You will.
And
it's the audio. Whether anybody like you can study copyright claiming all you want to, they will bust you for audio. So like doing the clips like we do them in the mornings, or like I've done them on the Comic Book Roundtable, the reason why we don't get popped from that is because the audio is not there. So the algorithm isn't picking up on the audio. When they start talking, that's like an immediate, we want to flag you for copyright.
Yeah, and I didn't fight it, Jill, because they said when they sent me like the notice about maybe fighting it. Some of the stuff they said kind of worried me. I'm not going to take the chance on it. So to hell with them. And so that's just, and we played it one other night. So it's like, I think there are 2. But I got other nights where they limited my videos when we didn't play anything at all. I don't even know what to say to that one there at the bottom. Anyway, so yeah, damn CBS. It's just a bunch of biatches. Screw them in the face.
Yeah.
But I'm very upset with myself, Jill, for not playing it the other night. But I didn't have a chance to look at it before we went on because I don't know what happened. The great Mark D with the C made it, and I'm so aggravated that it happened that I'm just trying to make up for it as much as I can.
I protest. I am not a merry man.
Damn straight. And yeah, Die Hard's a Christmas movie. So suck it.
You know what? It's just a good movie. I can tell you that for sure. I love it. And so what are you gonna do? And besides, another reason why I like to say it's a Christmas movie is because Bruce Willis is so adamant about it not being one. And he's a dick. So isn't that a good enough reason?
Yep.
He's a total arsehead. So, oh my goodness. Well, what can you do? Can you say jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid in it? I can't do it like you do. Never.
Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg. The Batmobile lost its wheel and the Joker got away.
I didn't want you to hurt yourself, dude.
Oh, shit.
You can do the laugh.
No, I can't. No, I cannot do Mark Hamill's laugh. I can't. There's no way.
Oh, dude, you did great though. That was fantastic. I mean, he, and he's as jackass though he is. He's great at doing that laugh, but it just exhausts him when he does that.
Yep.
He goes insane with that laugh. I can do it, but it hurts. I can't do it as well as him, but I can go out and do it. And it is, you have to recover from it. You're like, so being a voice actor, that's serious stuff. I've been having problems with my laryngitis lately because I'm talking so much. Yeah. So, well, dude, I tell you what, man, I've kept you up late. I realize, and I've kept you. And why don't we tell everybody a little bit what you got going special on tomorrow night?
We got Clobberin coming over to Loki's Mornings of Mischief for the reunion of the Comic Book Roundtable. Yes, that group that you all know and love. Me, Clobby, Bat, Santa Seagal, 24/7 Fusion, Heiress of Chaos. We're all getting back together for a special Christmas. We've got a guest coming over that is a comic book artist. We're going to have a special guest. We are going to talk about Spider-Man. We are going to share some of our favorite comics. It should be great. It should be great. Come and hang out with us over on my channel tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Can't be too careful with all those weirdos around.
Yes, can't be too careful with all them weirdos running around.
Cardinal Sin, you're too kind, my friend. Oh my goodness. Thank
Oh,
you for that. You were too generous, sir.
if you are hearing the voice, oh my God, I don't even know if I can do it right now, just off the bat. All right. If you are hearing, yes. Hello, Cardinal Sin. Yes, this is the voice of Peter Whalen, and if you are hearing this, I am long dead. Yes. I invented the android David. It was the dumbest thing I've ever done. Dumber even than being in that movie with the time machine.
Thank you so much, Cardinal. You were too kind, my friend. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. That's Guy Pearce.
Yeah, that's Guy Pearce in Prometheus. He plays Peter Whalen. I am Peter Whalen, and if you are hearing this, I am long dead. Yes. Do I follow at Santa_Loki? No, I am Loki's Mornings of Mischief. Just look up Loki's Mornings of Mischief. Trust me, you'll find it.
Oh my goodness, I've never seen that. So I've heard you do that. I've heard you do that voice a few times.
Yeah, just Prometheus. It's one of the dumbest sci-fi movies you'll ever see, but it's got its good parts, and one of those parts is Peter Whalen. I really like Guy Pearce as Peter Whalen. I thought he was great. So,
wow.
The rest of them people are idiots, and at the end of the movie, Peter's kind of an idiot too. But what do you get when you have a movie written by a whole bunch of idiots? That
you get Star Trek 2009. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's better than Star Trek 2009, but it still's got dumb guys. Hey, I'm going to look at a mutated snake, and I'm going to put my finger in its mouth. See what happens. I'm a moron.
Steve, don't you ever worry about that, dude. Just get the house. I hope you're able to get that house, brother. So,
heck yeah, Steve.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, though, bro. You know that. And we had fun hanging out on Mark D with the C's channel last night. Yes, let's try it one more time. Let's see if we can. Let's have a Mark Hamill. Can't be too careful with all those weirdos around.
Oh my God!
Nah, your voice will hurt. Don't do it. Man, it's bad.
And Chris, I own a copy of the Time Machine, so I know what you mean. It's just like they didn't do anything for his career at all.
I love the original too much.
Yes, and I love the original. I thought it was an okay movie. I love the AI in that movie. The black AI guy, I thought he was great.
I saw it one time in the theater. That's it.
How he tells Guy Pearce about the end of the world and what happened. Oh, the Morlocks. The Morlocks.
Thank you, Purple. Do you remember the scene in Trial, Batman Animated Series, when the Joker
dude, yes.
When he pronounces what's it? Batman not guilty. Not guilty. He goes, congratulations, counselor. You've proven that even without Batman, we'd have all ruined our own lives anyway. But because we are so foul, terrible, and depraved, we're going to waste you anyway.
That's right.
Oh man. Ugh. Yeah, I can't. Thank you so much. I can't really do all of this, but there's some of them are easy. Oh God. Oh, let's see. Well, everyone, I want to thank y'all for hanging out with us tonight. Recommendations then are as followed. If you have not already seen them, please, if you just like animated Christmassy stuff, you can do a lot worse than Christmas with the Joker.
That's right.
Invasion of the Secret Santas is nowhere near my favorite Batman Brave in the Bold episode, but it's the Christmas one. But there are a lot. I like it, but go watch Batman Brave and the Bold and some of the other amazing episodes. Comfort and Joy is sheer comfort and joy to me. Justice League. I love this cartoon. I watched it today. I'll probably watch it again. If you could dig up Justice League Action, it's a fun, just goofy fun. Look at John Constantine right there with all his fun show that has a lot of fun episodes. They're very short. The only costumes they got wrong are Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, because at the time this was done a few years ago during the Snyder filth. But it's a cool, fun show written by a lot of the same people that did the animated shows and stuff, the other animated shows. And Holiday Nights, the episode of Batman the Animated Series. All fun stuff. You can track them down for Christmas if you want to watch some good Christmas animation. What are we doing next, by the way?
I thought we were doing Elite, Superman versus the Elite.
Okay. In a few weeks, folks, the Loki and Clobby team return to we do an animated feature of superheroes every month, and we're focusing on Superman and Batman, give or take. And this time, our next one in a couple of weeks, I should say, is Superman versus the Elite.
Yep, that'll be on the 25th.
Yes, absolutely. And of course, it goes without saying, please check out Loki's channel, which of course I think you put in the description. There's a link in my description below.
You.
Of course, to not only my channel, but the wonderful Purple Valkyrie's channel. There's a link to Mark D with a C's channel, Cardinal Sin, and all these other wonderful friends who have channels. I got a bunch of links in my description below to some great YouTube channels. Please check all those great YouTube friends out and go look at their channels and support them. Give them a sub if you would. And everyone, I will. I don't know. I know about the roundtable tomorrow night with Loki. I will be doing a show Wednesday night and probably Thursday. I just don't have it settled down yet. As soon as I do, I will schedule it.
And thank you, Nyrot. Thank you for the subscription.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And so let me just say some again, but since I don't know when that's going to be, I want to say thank you so much to the wonderful Purple Valkyrie. Purple, I need an excuse to get you to come hang out with me again. I know it's late. It's like in the morning over there for you. Let's hang again soon, please. Let's have some fun hanging out, talking like we always do. Eric K, thank you, brother, for your help and all your help over this year, man. You've been just extraordinary, as has the great Chris Persia. Shout out to my great friend, Steve Mitchum. Brother, love you, brother. Hope Maddie's doing well. Thanks for being here, bro. Anti-Derivative Jill, thank you. Our communications officer, of course, for Saturday Night Star Trek. Appreciate you. The great Mark D with a C. What a fantastic friend and great first officer he has been over the year. This year year and a half that I've been on YouTube. Kal-El, thank you, buddy. Great pal. Narada Maximander Bear, thank you. Cardinal Sin, thank you, my friend, so much for those contributions and for being a pal. We appreciate you so much. Oliver Belamonte, thank you. Matthew Pounder, thank you. Let's see. I've tried not to miss anyone, but you know my garbage memory. Daryl the Derelict, thank you so much for being here. Let's see here. Sherry, the lovely Sherry was here earlier. Lovely, lovely Sherry. I hope you were doing better, my dear. Let's see here. Making sure I got everybody. So, I don't like to miss anybody. You know that, man. So I hope I didn't miss anyone, but if I did, it's only because I'm senile, everybody. Let's see. And I can't see the chat the whole damn time. So I hope I will talk to you all. Oh, D-Bud Martin, brother. Good to see you, man. Phantom Outsider, you too, bro. I hope I will see you all before Christmas, but anyone I don't see, please have a wonderful Merry Christmas. I'll be on a couple more times. I know Loki will be on a couple more times, including the big round table tomorrow night. I hope to see you all there. That's 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And Loki, brother, let me tell you something. You've been such a fantastic friend I've made since in the little over a year and a half or whatever that I've been on YouTube. Thanks for your fantastic friendship. I'm not getting mushy on you at Christmas time, brother. I'm just telling you, you're the best, and I cannot thank you enough for hanging out with me and coming on here and just talking, just geeking out over stuff, man. It is always just a fantastic time, my brother.
Absolutely. I absolutely love getting to come and hang out and talk comics. I don't get to talk comics enough anymore. I especially don't get to talk enough about DC animated universe. And so this is always a treat, brother, getting to hang out with you and talk cool comics.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate you. Matthew Pounder, thank you as well. If I missed anyone, you all know it's just because I'm old. So have a fantastic rest of your night. And big shout out to, well, let me give you one more. In fact, since I'm not sure, let's see. Mark C also made this one for me. I'll play this, then I'll play a little goodbye, and then we'll play the end credits.
I protest. I am not a merry man.
Briscoe, Bowler, hope to see you in action again soon.
Count on it. Well, maybe after a brief hiatus.
Beautiful country, isn't it, Bowler?
God bless America.
What do you say we put some miles under these horses? You ready, Comet? Let's ride.
Let's ride! Clobberin' time!